Welcome back to the Film Custodian Show. I am the Film Custodian, out in the garage again. So this is the second Nicolas Cage movie I've seen in 1 year, which is different. I saw Reinfeld. I thought, for all intents and purposes, the movie was terrible, except for Nicolas Cage. Someone had the idea, let's do Nicolas Cage as Dracula, because he has that, that exaggerated, ridiculous, Nicolas Cage thing going on. And he's fantastic. He's fantastic as Dracula. He carries that movie. Nicholas Hoult tries, as being Renfield. Nicholas Hoult's good, so I can't really be too hard on him in that film as well. But it's kind of the same thing here, right? This is Sympathy for the Devil, Nicolas Cage film. Sympathy for the Devil, directed by Yuval Adler. I'm probably saying that wrong. With Nicolas Cage, obviously. And then Joel Kinnaman. I actually know Joel Kinnaman from Altered Carbon. And also the Suicide Squad movies. Well, I haven't seen Suicide Squad, the 2016 one, and I don't really care to, but I saw the Suicide Squad with James Gunn. And it was kind of a stupid movie. I'm not really a fan of the Suicide Squad. A lot of people really liked it. The only real thing for me that I liked was, well, Joel, and then Idris Elba, and then actually Peacemaker, especially at the end. John Cena, gosh, can't even remember. He's surprisingly a really good actor, and he was really good in Peacemaker, so yeah. Kind of interesting. So what this movie is basically, it's Nicolas Cage gets into the car of Joel Kinnaman's character. He says his name is David, I believe. And then you're not sure if, maybe he's somebody he's not, type of thing. And then Nicolas Cage, you don't know who Nicolas Cage is. He just looks crazy. He's got, the red hair, red shirt. He's clearly supposed to be some kind of devil type of character. Maybe he is the devil. I don't know. The film tries to be way deeper than it actually is. It's a pretty boring movie. They try to do something like, it's like Collateral with, where, Tom Cruise runs into Jamie Foxx's taxi driver. Tom Cruise is an assassin. He's on a mission, and Jamie Foxx is kind of just a prisoner the entire time. Like, hey man, let me go. And Tom Cruise, what? I got one more job to do. I got this job, and yeah. And it's like, and also, what's this with his hair? I've never understood. What's with all that like bleached white hair? It's like gray hair even. It's weird. I think Tom Cruise was like, yeah, I figure he might have gray hair, or whatever it was. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen Dead Reckoning Part 1, go watch that. It's a real good movie. It's bombing at the box office like everything is right now, except for Oppenheimer and Barbie because of that Barbenheimer thing, but whatever. Oh, which actually brings up an interesting point. Nobody was there! I was the only one in the theater, literally. It was a complete empty theater. I was the only one there watching Nicolas Cage. So Nicolas Cage, if you ever see this video, I support you, man. I support your insanity. I support your exaggerated actor tone. He's compared it to the likes of like James Cagney. If you haven't seen, films from the 40s and 50s or even the 30s, black and white stuff when James Cagney was like a household name, when he was playing gangsters all the time, and he's, very, I did it, ma! Top of the world! Like very just, it's very exaggerated, over-the-top acting that Nicolas Cage has said he's tried to do. No one does that anymore, so he does it. And Nicolas Cage has become a brand of Nicolas Cage. So when you go to a Nicolas Cage movie, you expect Nicolas Cage, even to the point where it gets so meta that they're doing they did the film, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I haven't seen that movie yet, surprisingly, but I guess it's really good. I don't know if that one bombed or not. It probably did. I mean, unless you're a Nicolas Cage fan, you're not going to watch it, it seems. Nobody really cares, I guess. At least younger audiences probably don't even know who Nicolas Cage is. I don't know. But anyway, in this film, it's the same idea as Collateral. He kind of takes this guy prisoner. His character, I think his name is David. I don't know. But anyway, if you kind of combine Collateral and History of Violence from 2005 with Viggo Mortensen, where Ed Harris shows up and just goes, yeah, I know who you are, Joey. And, Viggo Mortensen's like, whoa, I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Joey? I don't know who that is. And he's just, well, you don't remember Philly? Joey. It's very much like, it's a guy hiding from his past, this violent past, history of violence, right? So if you combine history of violence with Collateral, you get this movie, Sympathy for the Devil. I mean, if you've seen those two films, you've seen this movie. And you know how this movie goes. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just saying. Even though I may have already spoiled it. If you've seen those two movies, you combine those two movies into this one movie, you know how this movie is going to end. But I think I'm just going to focus on the fact that Nicolas Cage actually does a really, really good job. He's not just being nuts and being, Nicolas Cage! He's actually did something kind of interesting, and he did some really good acting, and you really get into it, because I was not into this movie at the beginning. I'm like, the direction is so poor. It's a very, it's a low budget movie. I mean, I guess, but I mean, you could do interesting things. I've never heard of this director before. I don't know if he's done anything else. But he didn't do anything interesting with it. It's very by the numbers, I guess. There's nothing. This could have benefited from like a Christopher Nolan effect, where you're kind of seeing the past and then you're editing it into the present and maybe even some future stuff, because that can just elevate your really boring script to something else. It's a gimmick, yeah, but I think it's an effective gimmick. I give this movie a 5 out of 10 just because you got Nicolas Cage. If you like Nicolas Cage and you just want to see what insane adventure he's going to go on next, or how insane his character is going to be, or whatever, you're just a fan of Nicolas Cage, go watch this movie. I mean, this film is not like Pig. Pig was a great movie. Nicolas Cage comes out swinging right from the beginning. It's excellent. That's the thing. He's a good actor, but he's just in everything. He just does anything because he just loves acting. So he's going to be in, most of the time Nicolas Cage is in a terrible movie, but he's great. And he's the reason you go to watch the film anyway. You watch it for him. But Pig is an all-around great movie. Pig's amazing. Go watch that. Also, I really liked Willy's Wonderland. I think that was a really good movie. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's not the best directed and the cinematography's kind of shit, but whatever. You watch it for Nicolas Cage. And also Nicolas Cage's cameo in The Flash as Superman, amazing. That was great. I mean, I really like The Flash. I think it's a pretty good movie, despite all the flaws. I actually did a review on that. You want to go check that out. I did a review of Renfield as well, if you want to go check that out. This movie, 5 out of 10. If you like Nicolas Cage, go watch it. If not, don't watch it, because it's not that great. It's really by the numbers. Mediocre! If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please check out my other videos. Please share this video as well. If we want to defeat the evil algorithms, give me a like, share the video, subscribe, recommend it to your friends, and that will help defeat the evil algorithm. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me as I talk about movies and rant about movies and whatnot. So, see you later. Have a good one.